Kate Middleton breaks the Queen's #1 rule. She missed an important event on the calendar this week, and she did so for a very surprising reason. Hello, and a very warm welcome to the Sussex Daily News Channel. In the past, as Queen of England, you could do pretty much anything you wanted to do. You could invade Calais, seduce Sir Walter Raleigh, or, as Queen Victoria once did, push off to Scotland for years on end and stagnate and refuse to do any work. Today things are much stricter. Our Queen does not have the freedom that her predecessors once had. She is not able to invade a Catholic country or talk politics all day or drink all day long. She actually has very little power. Instead, she occasionally opens Parliament and can wave as much as she likes. Queen Mary once spoke of the rigidity and repetitiveness of royal working life when she sarcastically stated, "We are never tired and we love hospitals." It seems that the future Queen Catherine has different ideas. The lady we all love and refer to as Kate, Duchess of Cambridge, has opened plenty of hospitals. She has also done a wonderful job of showing care the way that Diana used to. But Kate proved to us this week that she has absolutely no intention of following the same predictable path as her predecessors. For the first time since 2019, Ascot was back in full swing. The annual gathering was attended by horse-obsessed royalty. The royal family loves Ascot. Most of the Windsor family attends the event and they have a wonderful time. This year's event was attended by Zara Tindall and her husband Mike. We saw a beaming Princess Beatrice with her husband Eduardo, and it proved that a girl can really get away and have a wonderful time wearing a dress that costs below 4 figures. Then we had Prince Charles and Camilla putting on a very good show. Prince William and Kate usually make an appearance at the event. They would normally be part of the carriage procession on day 1 as guests of honour before the races begin. But on the opening day of Royal Ascot 2022, the couple were notably absent. The Queen did not attend as well. She was most probably back at her castle, putting her feet up and watching all the action on the television. As in the past, the Cambridges usually attend the event on days 1 and 2. This is when we see all the other Windsors turn out in large numbers. But this year, William and Kate decided to attend the event on Friday. They had missed out on the previous days because they had been working in London, missing out on all the fun and the races. On the day that the royal cousins were out in designer force at Ascot and basking in the sunshine, Kate was convening a round-table meeting for her Centre for Early Childhood, which included not 1 but 2 government ministers. So we saw 2 different sets of images from that day. On the one side, we saw pretty hats and frocks. On the other side, we had Kate dressed in a very smart suit. Instead of having fun at Ascot, she was having a serious meeting with ministers. In previous years, Kate would meet with boffins and thinkers and researchers on early childhood development, but this week's meeting was different. It was the first time that she involved government ministers, meaning that she is serious about her ambition. And this is not likely to be a once-off event. The court circular, which is the official daily update of royal activity, used to involve monotonous plaque unveiling and christenings. Diana, Princess of Wales, had decided that she would deviate from this well-trodden path. Over her 15 years as a working member of the royal family, Diana gradually rebelled and decided to do things her own way. One only has to scan the last few months of the court circular to see how dramatically Kate has gone that much further. She has ramped up her work on the issue with the sort of professionalism and single-minded dedication that has traditionally been opposite to the Windsor way. Kate has had a very busy month. Apart from attending the Platinum Jubilee festivities and Garter Day, Kate has met with, amongst others, a professor of developmental neuroscience and psychopathology, a maternal mental health expert, as well as the CEO of the polling firm Ipsos. A specialist in public health, Dr. Zan van Tulleken, along with his twin brother Chris, who is a virologist, wrote an essay for The Telegraph entitled "Why We Wanted to Work with the Duchess of Cambridge." They stated, and I quote, "This is not a flash-in-the-pan campaign with a well-known name as the figurehead peripherally involved, nor is it one person's whimsical idea that it would be nice to do something for children." They went on to say, "There is nothing insubstantial about this work. We cannot envisage Her Majesty putting some time aside in order to speak to a professor of developmental neuroscience and psychopathology. Can you envisage Her Majesty the Queen putting some time aside in order to talk to professors of developmental neuroscience and psychopathology? We have never seen a future queen who wishes to spend her time in sitting rooms full of people with PhDs instead of mingling with those with Hurlingham Club memberships." The new Kate has surprised us. Previously, she was never known for being overly bookish or academic, or even having much of a work ethic. News in the headlines about Kate seemed to be about criticizing her love for clothes shopping or planning getaways to Mustique. Kate was first seen as being pretty and polished enough to become our future queen, but for years she did not seem to stand out for anything. But this is no longer the case. People thought that when in time Kate became queen, she would function as a purely ornamental addition to the royal house. But her greatest contribution would be to produce some good-looking heirs, and she would also look very good on a stamp. But what we have instead is a delightful Duchess. She is committed to improving society and this extends far beyond doing some charity events just for the cameras. It is clear that Kate is working very hard. But she is not conducting her hard work in order to receive good publicity. She is doing her work for the love of it, knowing that it will not result in any sort of immediate dividends. Kate stated this week that she was committed to her work and that it would be long-term. She said that it would take generations to change the landscape, but that she hoped that this was the start of change. Over the past few years, the world has been entertained with news about Meghan, Harry, and Andrew. But now all eyes are on Kate as she transforms herself into a force that is to be reckoned with. The royal family has always been expected to stay far, far away from anything political. You could call it the first rule of royalty, if you will. With her Centre for Early Childhood, Kate is looking to play a part in changing policy. This could change government spending in the future, and this is obviously very much in the political realm. Kate was once only known for her figure and the beautiful clothes she wore. It seemed that this was her only contribution to British society. Who would have thought that Kate would now be doing something so wonderfully radical? If Queen Mary was still around and was observing what the Duchess of Cambridge was getting up to, she would have a complete hissy fit. There can be no higher form of praise than this, can there? And you? What do you think about this news? Please tell me what your opinion is in the comment section, and we can talk about the Duchess of Cambridge. If you enjoyed my video, please don't forget to like it and share it with anyone you feel may enjoy it too. Please subscribe to the Sussex Daily news channel in order to get more videos from our team. Now, thank you for watching. Goodbye and see you tomorrow.